and I could just feel the water swelling in my eyes again, and I just was like, but at the same time, I'm like, you don't understand. I said, ma'am, I've been doing this for 4 years, giving you guys the same paperwork. I don't understand. I was basically crying in her office. Alright, so I'm at my recruiter's right now. I'm about to wait for the bus. It should come in a couple minutes or so. Janelle dropped me off, and then she's gonna pick me up tomorrow. Yeah. And then are you gonna go check about your situation?
I guess.
You might as well if somebody's here. So she's gonna check on her status, see where she's at. And then, yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm, I guess, on my way or whatever. Bye. All right, guys, I got here, and I got a roommate right here, okay? So we actually have a nice room. You can watch my other video to see what it looks like. It's literally the same room. But yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, and then she's going to what branch?
Navy.
Navy, so really cool. We're at Pottery Barn right now because we got to leave the hotel for a little bit. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to do that at yours, but we just found out we're twins. Literally, I think everything.
Yeah.
So we both literally lost like the same amount of weight.
Yeah, like 60 pounds, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. And now we're just, I'm trying to get steps in, right?
Oh, that's so pretty. And when it's done, you can use it as like a really cool punch bowl.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking the same thing. How dare you? Don't ruin the
I didn't
candle.
break it, just what went on. How dare you? It looks like other people have done the same thing because it's all messed up.
Morning of, we're out of here. Try to do a bun. We'll see if that works. And I'll let you guys know how it goes later. Bye. Okay, just got back from MEPS. I am tired. I went to my recruiters. I'll talk about it later. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna get something else on. It's freezing outside. I just don't want to wear this anymore. I've been wearing it all day. Let me just show you my hat. This is my Walmart jacket that I love, and I've used it like for everything. Sorry for this bathroom. Just get it. This shirt I wore last time at MEPS. Pants, regular old pants that I'm about to change out of. A little tee. That's it, y'all. That's all I wore. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna get this little bun out, and I'm gonna go eat something. Okay, I kept the same pants on, but I just put a shirt on, some boots, and this. I was gonna let my hair out. When your girl's tired, I'm gonna go eat. See you in a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Dominga Chaton. If you're new, my name is Dominga, and if you're returning looking for a MEPS update, I got one. I just came back from MEPS yesterday. I spent the night on Monday, and then Tuesday I got the weight check. So if you have not seen all my other MEPS videos, I have about 3. The first one you should watch before this one is my MEPS experience. That goes over literally everything I did at MEPS, everything you will probably do. Some MEPS are different, but it just kind of goes over the basics. It's kind of long, but it really goes in depth. So if you want something like that, more in depth, watch that one first and then come here. My Air Force Journey playlist, it has all those videos in there. But anywho, so yes, so I go to MEPS. I have, like, you know, those little videos of me. I met my roommate. First time I didn't have a roommate, this time I did. She was awesome. We went out for a little bit because where we are, you can go out just for a while and then come back into the hotel before like lights out. Now, I had been trying to lose weight again for this just because my max is 175. I thought I had to be at least 10 pounds under, but I went in around like 170, like that's when I went up to MEPS, so I was like, okay, hopefully this will be okay. Real quick, it's nighttime, so I'm trying to film this for you guys because I want it to be fresh in my mind. My roommate was really cool. She was going to the Navy, and she was gonna be a chaplain's assistant for them, so really cool. In the morning, awesome. She prayed for us before we went to MEPS. Best experience. Honestly, this is my second time at MEPS. Best experience that I've had. Like, everybody was so cool, so fun. All the kids, we were just talking the whole time, eating, talking at the hotel, and yeah, everybody was just so funny, nice. We were all just like there was a couple shippers, and so they were kind of, you know, a little bit quieter, stuff like that. But for the most part, everybody was super cool, super fun. I know from one of the main differences from first MEPS to this MEPS is I was not totally, but a lot more relaxed. I had a lot more fun this time, as in like, I didn't feel worried because I had to do, I didn't have to do like the duck walk and all that physical stuff you have to do the first time. So I was at MEPS this time. I had to get ears clean because apparently one of my ears wasn't clean enough last time. So like I said in my other video, before you go to MEPS, clean your ears out. So first time I went to MEPS, apparently they saw one of my ears, and then one of my ears they couldn't. So, and I do like with the peroxide in them, but that still didn't work. So I don't know. So before you go, definitely clean your ears out, do that. And then I had to go back for a weight check, and then my Air Force recruiter said I needed to go back for a dermatology consult. So okay, sure, because I've been turning in a whole bunch of dermatology stuff. If you're new, please look back at my old videos of why that is and everything. Since it's my second time, I don't have to do everything I did the first time, but I do have to still pee in the cup and stuff like that. So when I got there, they asked if I went to a different room with some other people that just needed like maybe their eyes checked, something like that. And then we went into a different room, and they're like, okay, can you pee? You gotta pee in a cup. I drink a couple sips of water, but I was like, yeah, I can pee. They're like, at least 5 drops. I'm like, oh yeah, I got that. So we peed this time in the cup, gave it, that was perfect, cool. And then they said, okay, have you gotten weighed yet? I said, nope. So we went into this room, me and about 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 4 girls in my little group, 2 Navy, me Air Force, 1 Army. And so we all got down to our clothes, just like underwear and bra. If you're not sure what you need to wear, I have a video on that as well. And so we all were underwear and bra. We got weighed. I went first. They measured me 5'7.5", so they were kind of like rounding up to like 180 is my max. So when I weighed in at 172, and I was like, okay, like, because I was nervous that they were gonna say it was like 175, which last time I didn't make it because I was like 1 or 2 pounds up. So 172, and they said my max was 180 this time. I'm cool with that, but I'm gonna still go down in my weight, because watch, next time they gonna measure me as like 5'5". Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been measured 5'7", 5'8". I keep teetering, so I'm just gonna keep going down in weight as much as I can, just so it's not a worry anytime that I go. So I did that. Weight was fine. 2 of the Navy girls, they didn't pass the weight, and then the Army girl didn't pass the weight either. The 2 Navy girls were overweight, and the Army girl was underweight. So I did see both. So out of that little group, I was the only one who passed weight that day. There was more girls there, but this was just the group that I was in. And then I went and did an interview with a lady about the dermatology consult. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm just doing a dermatology consult, cool, cool, cool. Then they'll send it to the SG, the Surgeon General, so I can get a waiver. That didn't happen. First of all, nobody was like there to do my consult, or like, it was just weird. Like, people were trying to, can you do it for her? Can you do the interview with this? And I don't know. So I don't know what that was about. But anyway, one lady finally was like, I'll just do it for you. So we sat in the room. She was reading my paperwork, and she's going over it. And I know my paperwork. If you've seen my other videos, you know I say know what's on your paperwork. So I did. And she was just talking about the dermatology stuff, and she was like, so you did have eczema? And I was like, no, I've never had it. It was a misdiagnosis. And I told her, I said, that's what I've been fighting this whole thing for. That's why it's been taking me 4+ years to join, is because it was a misdiagnosis, and you guys keep asking for paperwork, and I keep delivering it, but then you ask for more and more and more. So I'm not really sure what the problem is, kind of thing. And obviously I was being respectful and everything when I was saying this, but she was just telling me like, oh, well, yeah, I see that you got some paperwork. I said, ma'am, I've gotten everything that you guys have told me to get. so that's why it's been kind of weird, especially when my recruiter is just saying I need to come here for a consult, so I'm not sure what's going on. And she was like, well, it looks like you need to get a dermatologist from us, like a MEPS approved dermatologist, or the MEPS doctor dermatology, something like that. And I was just like, I was sitting there silent mostly while she was talking, because I'm just like, why would you guys keep telling me to get dermatology consults and not specifically tell me that I need to make an appointment from you guys for a MEPS approved dermatologist type of thing, or a MEPS doctor, you know, because when they message me, or when they message my recruiter, he's telling me I just need to go to a dermatologist. So I've gotten, and I told her, I said, ma'am, I have 4 there. They're in my paperwork, and I brought them just in case. I brought all my paperwork just in case they were like, we don't have that. So I brought everything, but it was all in my file right there. And she was like, yeah, your file's just a little confusing. I'm a little confused. And I said, ma'am, the doctor I had in the beginning, I no longer even have that doctor. This doctor was crazy. That's gonna have to be a whole nother story time, because I no longer have that doctor anymore. But yeah, so I just told her, I was like, ma'am, I don't really understand what you guys are looking for, because I've done everything that it said. And she was just like, yeah, but it looks like you're gonna have to get another one. And when she said that, like, I literally like stopped talking, and I could just feel myself like getting frustrated. And she could see like in my face, like I was tearing up, really. I was like, I could feel the water swelling up in my eyes. And she looked at me and she was just like, let me go ask somebody. So she left, and when she left out the room, like, I was just sitting there like praying. I'm just like, Lord, let this be the last thing. Like, let this be the last thing. Don't let her come in here and say like I have to like redo things or something like that. Like, I was just praying, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And finally, because the first time I was there, I didn't really talk to anybody like this. Like, it was just an older guy, if you guys remember, and he was just talking about my weight. But this time that I passed it, nobody cared about that. They were just she was just talking about the misdiagnosis. So I was talking to her, and I was more comfortable like voicing myself this time, because I knew kind of what to say. Obviously, like a respectful way of just like, I'm not understanding where the miscommunication lies. Is it with MEPS, or is it with my recruiter, or is it, you know, like what exactly is the problem? So she left, and I was just like, just sitting there praying, and I'm like, Lord, whatever your will is, like, let me be okay with it. Let it just be clear what exactly I have to do. Like, that's literally been my prayers. What exactly do I need to do so that they can actually make a decision, you know? And so she came back, and it took a while. It took a while for her to come back, or maybe it was just me, but she was sitting there, and she was just sat down, and she was like, yeah, okay. Reread the file, and she's like, yeah, so we're gonna have to send you to a dermatologist out here, and they're gonna have to and I said, I just stopped, and I while she was just talking, I really couldn't even hear her anymore, because I know you guys have been following my journey. You know that I've done everything that MEPS has asked for. And so for her to come back and just be like, we have to do it again. This is like the 5th time that they have said that. So right when she said that, I said, my sister's coming to pick me up, ma'am. Can we set up that appointment today, because I am here and I can do it right now? Or is it in MEPS, because I can go there right now? And I kept asking her like the same questions, like, I can do anything today, like, let's try not to let this go any longer. I can do it right now. And she's like, that's just not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it works, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just getting more frustrated, and I just go, ma'am, I'm like, I live an hour and a half away. And she goes, oh, you do? I'm like, yes. And she's like, well, we might just need to shuttle you out here for it. And I'm just like, what in the world? And she goes, you know what, I'm just so sorry, but that's just how it has to go. And I could just feel the water swelling in my eyes again. And I just was like, and she was like, I'm so she was just saying she understands my frustration, and I get that, but at the same time I'm like, you don't understand. I said, ma'am, I've been doing this for 4 years, giving you guys the same paperwork. I don't understand what's the difference between mine and the ones that you guys are now wanting. And she goes, well, these people asked, the MEPS doctor asked the specific questions that we need. And I say, well, you could have given me given my recruiter exactly what you need instead of asking me for the same thing over and over again, because that's what I was giving you over and over again. And she goes, I understand your frustration. And I just take a tissue and I'm just like, well, I wasn't like crying, but I was basically crying in her office. So not like boo-hoo, but just frustration tears. And if you guys are like me and you get those like frustration tears, you know, and I just sat there like, I was happy the whole day. After that interview, I was just sitting back, like literally like just chilling the whole time after, because I was like, I was so then I go out and she's like, you know what, since you're here for since you're not going to be doing that today, we're actually not going to send you to do the ear lavage, because let's just do it in one take. I said, ma'am, can we please just do that, or else the only thing I was here for today was to check my weight. And she was like, no, I think we should just wait. And so I go to the next room, and this one lady, I go up to the room, I said, is there any way we could do the ears today? And she was like, I think we have to wait, I'm not sure. And I asked like 3 people that. Finally, one of the guys, who is like the only one that actually does, like, not does stuff, but like he kind of gets things moving along. He was like, how come nobody took her to get her ears cleaned? And they go, oh, well, we were just gonna wait. And he was like, why are you waiting? He's like, just go do them. So then I go and try to do them, and then somebody's like, oh wait, she needs a signature. So they're like, go get the signature. So he tells me to go wait in a big room. I wait there for like an hour to 2 hours, like just chilling, waiting. People are shipping out, people are moving, swearing in, doing all this stuff. I'm just sitting there with like some other kids who are kind of just waiting too. And so finally he calls me in, and I hear Dominga, not my last name, but I hear Dominga. Anyway, I turn, he was like, and I popped up so quick, I ran to him so quick. I was behind him in 0.2 seconds. I said, yes, I am here, sir. You can clean my ears, do anything like that. So they send me to a room. They have my ears cleaned. That was really nice. Apparently this year has some stuff in it. That was crazy. If y'all ever watched those videos about the ear clean, that was crazy. But like, I didn't hear any differently. It was the same. I still had like perfect. My phone just died. But yeah, I had like perfect hearing still, because when I first took it, when I first took the hearing test, my ears were fine. So they were like, okay, well, they just need to see in them. And they're like, okay, that's cool. So after the ears, all good. So really quick, side note, this is like right after that. So they go, okay, cool. So she's done, da, da, da. They're like, no, she needs another signature on this. So I go into an office, this old guy is like reading some paperwork, and they're like, can you send this for her? And then we walk into his office, and then he's like, yeah, I can sign it, whatever. So he's like reading it, and he goes, oh, you need an EKG. I literally scoot in my chair. I go, excuse me, what, sir? I'm sorry, what, sir? And he goes, it says you need an EKG here. Your heart rate was 122. And I'm thinking, I said, sir, mind you, I don't have high blood pressure. I always have normal. Always, okay? So he goes, you had 122. And in my head, I'm like, maybe that's low. I know what blood pressures are, the numbers, but I'm like, maybe like doing a different type of numbering system. So I just say, sir, is that high or low? And he goes, that's high. I said, sir, I never have high blood pressure. I really asked him that too. I said, is that high or low? And he goes, that's high. I said, sir, I never have high blood pressure, sir. I said, you can redo it now. I said, but sir, when I took it, they told me that it was fine. And sir, I didn't take it today. I didn't get my blood pressure taken today. And it's always good. And they never said anything when I was here the first time at MEPS when I did my blood pressure, and they said it was okay. And he goes, huh? Well, it says 122. I go, well, I don't understand, sir. I didn't take mine today. He goes, hold on. Rereads the paper, and he goes, oh, I'm sorry, that's not you. So he looks back at the paper. He goes, Oh, I'm sorry, that's not you. I just saw a girl's name. Puts the paper aside. He said, I just saw a girl's name and thought it was you. When I tell you guys that that human error is as prevalent as it ever has been in any type, I don't care if you in a government job, whatever. He was reading another person's paperwork and was about to have me get if you guys don't know what an EKG is, it is where they put sticker things on you to check your heart, to see if you got a heart murmur or something like that. He was about to have me get a whole heart condition put on my paperwork, see if I had a whole high blood pressure, see if my heart was working and everything like that. I said, sir, and he played it off. He was just like, oh, sorry. I thought that was, he's like, I just saw a girl's name, thought that was you. Put it to the side. He goes, okay, what's your paper? Then he brings my paperwork to the side. And he's like, oh, you just need a signature? Your ears are clean now? Cool. That's it. That's it. I wish I was making these stories up. No kidding. I'm sorry, but like, this is great entertainment. You guys are getting great entertainment. At like, literally in his room, I was like, oh, they gonna love this. They gonna love this. Like, in my head, I kind of like think about these videos that I make for you guys, and I'm just like, oh, they gonna have a field day with this. Like, and if this was, I feel like if this was anybody else, y'all be like, they'd be making it up. But I can't be making things up. This stuff can't be made up. It's too crazy. So, and it was a different old man from last time who just kept saying like, I need to lose a lot of weight. Like when I was over my max by 2 pounds, and he was like, I said, yes, sir, I understand. I've already lost like 60 pounds. I'm going to keep losing. He's like, no, you need to be a lot lower. He's like, this is a lot of, like, you're really fat and you need to lose a lot more weight. And I was just like, I understand, sir. That was that other video that y'all could see. But yeah, but this is another guy. I don't know why they have just like older doctors just signing papers. I don't know. So anyway, after that, I just left and I had even more just like a sour face on my face, because it's just punch by punch by punch by punch. Like, I'm just getting punched, you know? So you guys understand. I mean, how crazy it's been. So that was kind of the final straw of me just being like, oh, let me just sit down. Like, my head's hurting, you know, crying in the office to almost getting my heart checked to, you know, it's crazy. So finally, that's over with, and I'm waiting in a room, and I'm still chilling. Like, I'm way more calm compared to the first time, as in calm, like I know what to expect kind of thing, because I've been there, so I know like what the rooms look like that kind of calm, but not calm as in they're throwing all this new crazy stuff in my face. Then I go sit back in the room, and this time that I was at MEPS was like the time where there was the most Air Force shippers that I've ever seen. There was like 30 Air Force shippers, and then every other branch had like a couple shippers too, but Air Force had the most. And I never see this many Air Force shippers at the same time. So because there are so many, they all got sent into like the cafeteria room for lunch, and they were like, they go, oh, since there's so many of you guys, we're just gonna do it here with all of you. So anyway, so I got to hear how they, like, when they go to the airport, what do they have to do when they get their little check and all that. So I got to hear that whole thing. So that was pretty cool. I got to hear what you do when you actually like leave on the day that you leave from MEPS to the plane to go to BMT and stuff. So that was cool. I got to hear that. And then I went to a room where this lady, you just have to sign in. It's like a snack room, and you can get some snacks. Oh, this must have been before that, because I got snacks because the cafeteria wasn't open yet. So this is snacks, and then I went to hear that. But anyway, she had a big box of books, so I started looking through those. I got like 2 cool books, and I started like reading those. And then me and the lady were just talking about random stuff. We ended up talking about Camp Agape, If you guys are on my Instagram, you know what that is. Me and my sister do it. It's like a camp for kids whose parents have been incarcerated and stuff. So me and my sister have been mentors at that. So she was like, yeah, I know what Camp Agape is. She was talking about Hawaii. Anyway, so that was cool. And I think just, yeah, so it was like, on one hand, it was the most annoying thing ever because obviously all the stories that I just said. But on the other hand, it was like, I was pretty chill. I met a lot of really cool people, got some IGs, you know, so they could be like, they're like, I'll tell you how it is when I get out, stuff like that. Oh, okay, yeah, so my sister picks me up and they basically tell me, have your recruiter call me and all that stuff. MEPS is saying this. So I go straight to my recruiter's office after MEPS. I take the 1.5-hour drive back to my recruiter's, or I guess like 2 hours back to my recruiter's from MEPS. And I was just like, okay, well, you need to call MEPS. They're saying that they got to set up an appointment for me and blah, 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 blah. So he's like, okay. So he calls up MEPS and they're like, yeah, we're going to set up an appointment. We'll let you know. And then she can go shuttle up there, then come back, then blah, blah, blah. So he's like, okay, I'll let you know. I'm like, okay. I said, the lady at the MEP said it would take before December is over. So I said, I'm going to keep checking in. And if I don't get a call in 3 weeks, I'm going to come back and we're going to call them again. And then he was just like, yeah, okay, let's do that. And I was like, cool, yeah, let's do that. Because the lady said it should take before December because everybody's going to be on vacation after that. So yeah, I've answered most of my MEPS questions in my other videos. So if it's already been answered in a video, I'll probably just link you the video or just go watch the videos first, you know. But yeah, so right now, what am I doing? What am I waiting for? I am waiting for a dermatologist appointment from MEPS, from a MEPS doctor or whatever. So once I get that, I'll be shuttling back to MEPS. Then once I get to MEPS and spend the night, and then the next day they're going to say, you need a derm consult. I'm going to say, yep. And then they're going to say, okay. So then they're going to shuttle me to a derm consult out there where my MEPS is, some other building in the city or whatever. Get that done and then give that paperwork to MEPS. And then I'll be waiting for a waiver approval from Surgeon General. Once I get the Surgeon General approval, then I should be going back to MEPS to finally swear in. That's it, y'all. That's all. I don't know what I just rolling with the punches, y'all. What can I do? So I've already got my frustrations out. I was already like, I need a quiet place to cry. But no, I didn't. I cried enough in that office just with those few tears, and I was just frustrated and just so I'm back working on my weight and everything. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I ever go to BMT with this hair. But anyway, if y'all ain't subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're doing. You've already watched a couple videos, and then you might miss out on all the craziness, all the shenanigans that the military be pulling. You know, you won't know how to go to MEPS with the knowledge, you know, and now I'm just waiting to see it. I'm sitting back looking like this. Y'all too. I can just see y'all through the camera like, oh, you gonna play my girl Minga like this? You gonna play my girl Dominga like this? Okay. Comment down below what y'all think about this. Follow me on my Instagram because you guys know I update you there the most. I have a huge support group over there for everybody who needs like each other. If y'all want to connect with each other and everything, you can go over there. Make sure you like this. If I get dislikes on this video, I don't know why. The only dislike I could see is you're disliking how the MEPS is treating me, because other than that, go ahead and like the video. And if you don't like how MEPS is treating me, still like the video so that way, you know, more people can see it and know, you know, just little things to watch out for. So, but thank you guys so much for coming along on this crazy journey. I remember I didn't like calling it a journey, but now it's a journey. It's a journey. It's a journey, okay? It's a journey. It's a journey all day. Come share my little journey on this little video. Who knows what happens next? I really want to know. It's a journey. It's a journey, okay? Walk with me, talk with me, everything. Journey this, journey that. Journey that. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, y'all. Okay, gotta go braid my hair or something like that. Bye! It's a journey. It's a journey, okay? It's a journey. It's a journey all day.